Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we will be talking all things florals. That's dried florals, fall florals, when to buy them, how to style them, and I'll be sharing some tips and tricks along the way too. It's gonna be a fun video, so make sure you stick around. If you haven't found me on Instagram, you can find me at Valerie Aguiar, where I share a lot of fun and behind the scenes of our day-to-days there too. So the scoop on dried florals, I find the biggest selection is at Hobby Lobby. They have a whole entire aisle there. Do make sure that you try to go when it is a 50% off sale. Everything is half price, and they usually do this about every other week. It's a lot of times posted online, or you can always call and ask if the dried florals are half off that week as well, but they usually shift them around every other week. So when I think about styling for a specific vase, I always kind of have the vase in mind that I want to use. If I don't have a specific vase in mind, I always tend to try to get more rather than less, because you can always return them if you don't end up using them. And when I find a style or a color or the florals that I like, I always tend to buy a lot of them. I tend to like a really full vase. I feel like it looks a little bit higher end when there is a lot of them. Hence why you want to wait for the sale, because you can get a lot more for your money. Specific holidays like fall, I want to try to find things in kind of more browns, definitely more warm colors rather than spring-like colors. Also, the florals marked fall florals at Hobby Lobby are 50% off right now too, so now is a great time to go and take a look at what they have. These kind of cream colored ones are really kind of big and bunchy. You can see in this little vase how cute they look all bunched up together. A really pretty neutral color. Those are a great one, and they're very inexpensive. These different eucalyptus, these are faux eucalyptus, but still really pretty colors. I found this kind of faux wheat looking stuff. It's actually a really good faux floral. They look really real to me. I actually fooled my husband for like 3 days. He didn't know that those were fake. I had to laugh. I was getting some major looks in Hobby Lobby because my cart was so full of florals. What's nice is anything that I don't use or don't unwrap, I can always take back as well. So I'm going to start with this faux wheat looking stuff. It is such a good faux. These are kind of almost a rubbery type material, but they're really good faux, you guys. And I got these for half off, so they were $3 a stem. And what I like is that they're very full and have a ton of volume, so they look really good all bunched together. So first I will take each stem, take the little tag off. That drives me nuts when people don't take the tags off of things, especially when it's like visible. And what I like to do is I will just take the big center stem, and then anything that kind of has a wire. I always like to pick the florals that have wires. That way you can kind of bend them and mold them in any which way you want. So this is kind of a straight one, and I just kind of give it like a little bit of movement. I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. This is a newer pot that I just got from Anthropologie. I have DIY'd this pot before, so I'll link that below if you guys are interested. I'm just going to put a smaller vase inside so it kind of contains these florals a little bit better. You really don't need it, but I feel like it makes it look a little bit more pulled together when they're kind of centered more in the middle rather than kind of hanging over the sides. That center vase does make a difference. Some of the stems I bent the bottom up probably about 2 or 3 inches. I kind of varied them from stem to stem just so that they're all different heights too. And some of them I just left really high as well. So I left them the full length. And then I always put the highest ones in the center and the shorter ones towards the outside. I'm going to style this with just a little vintage wooden tray, a little towel, and a candle. Don't mind our two-toned kitchen. We are currently right in the middle of some kitchen upgrades, so things look a little funky right now, but we will get there. We have quite a large countertop right here, and then this very big open space, so this is a perfect statement piece for that area. When picking a location, I feel like you have to be aware of your surrounding area, how high your ceilings are, because you can really play with height the more space you have, or for like a lower table or something that's kind of more centered, you might want to go with something a little bit lower and shorter for that space. So for this next centerpiece, I am going to fill up just this little Tupperware bowl with some water. I'm actually going to be using some branches from a bush that I got at my mother-in-law's. I always love the colors. I feel like they are perfect pretty much year-round because they have that green, but they also have this really pretty kind of purple reddish color, which I feel like it just transitions so well for fall. These are really easy to work with and really fun, although they do have some like little itchy things if you get them on your arms. So I try not to really touch them too much, but yeah, they're really easy. I just kind of cut them down to size and let them just kind of go wild. They're really fun, kind of a messy type centerpiece, but it's very low, so it's perfect for like a coffee table or a dining table. This is a really fun one and so easy to do. Also, this pot I DIY'd. It was originally from Walmart and it was white. I DIY'd it a while back and then I made a reel on it on my Instagram. So this is just mortar and spray paint and a little bit of dirt. So I will link those videos in the description if you guys are interested. So this next one, I had to pull out this vase. It had been in the closet for quite some time, so I always kind of get excited to pull old things out and kind of shift things around that I haven't used in a long time, and it cleaned up so beautifully. This was actually from Target, I want to say maybe a year or two ago. It's an old Studio McGee. So I found these kind of wispy grass-like things at Hobby Lobby. I will leave the item number in the description below. Again, half off. So I ended up buying 3 of these and I love how light and airy they are. They have this really beautiful warm brown tone, but they're just really light and airy, which I love. I love the glass vase. I feel like they complement each other. They're both kind of just, like I said, kind of airy, like see-through, but still really fun, and they're really tall, so they make a statement. And I just kind of left them bunched in the little bunch that they came in and put them right in my entryway, styled with some books and a cute little bowl. I started some fall decorating last week and I still have a little ways to go, so stay tuned for a fall decorating video coming very soon. It's one I'm excited about. One of my favorite things about the seasons changing is all of the new content I can get out. I feel like summer gets it drags on for a while, so when we get a new season, I'm so excited for it. So these vases are a Studio McGee find from Target from last fall, and they have been in my garage pretty much since the spring, hence all of the dust. I wanted to change the color on these and make them feel a little bit new to me again, so I'm going to change the color up. I debated between black and white. I ultimately decided with black, and I just did the little dirt tutorial on this. I have a full video on it if you're interested. And then I'm going to open up these 2 little packs of florals that I found also at Hobby Lobby. These have really pretty warm tones, reds and browns, and they all blend together perfectly. Again, 50% off. So these were a really great deal for about 10 bucks, a new centerpiece. And what I love about the dried florals is they are no maintenance, no water. They stay all season long and they just look so pretty. So I just find a height that I like. I cut them down and then put them in, and then I ended up chopping them down a little bit more to get them down. I feel like they look cute longer, but because our table is right in the center, I wanted them to be a little bit lower just so that you could see kind of right through our kitchen without any obstruction. One of the packs came with the wheat only, and then one of them had kind of a mixture of some little dried ones, some little darker baby's breath, and then wheat in it also. So I just combined the 2 packs. Again, I put the taller ones more in the center and then the shorter ones kind of going outwards on the outside, if that makes sense. And then those filler pieces, I just kind of fill them in more towards the outside with a couple in the middle. This little black pot turned out so cute. I love the new look, and I also love that it can be changed to any other color with just some spray paint. Of course, the styling and decorating is always my favorite part of everything, so seeing everything come together is always the best part for me. My hope with this video is that you guys can pull some inspiration, get some ideas, putting things together, colors. Sometimes it can be tricky or overwhelming, so I hope that you guys can pull some inspiration. If you're looking for some new fall ideas, thinking outside the box is always fun. Rather than just using florals, there's so much out there, so I definitely encourage you to get out there and look around, play around in the store even, and then anything that you don't use or that you keep intact can always go back to the store as well. So I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.